Tom.
Welcome to a brand new week. It's actually Friday, and I kind of have to make this quick because, well, there is quite the big elephant in the room here. Starting off, I've just been, like, for the first few days of November, like, for October 31st and November 1st, I just kind of, like, lazed around, really didn't do much. Played some Mario Party with a lot of people. PK, Josh Jepson, I think I played around with Dan and I'm trying to remember who else. There was like so many people I played these games with. Hey, no. Sit. But yeah, Mario Party has been a lot of fun in that regard. I really like the new Mario Party game, Mario Party Superstars. The other thing is that on Wednesday I had everybody over for Yu-Gi-Oh night, which was a blast. It was so many people. Chilled, Z, Aphex, Cheesy and Zoe, and so many more. Just God, so many people came to Yu-Gi-Oh night, and I think I was a little bit underprepared, at least in terms of beverages. I bought nothing alcoholic, and I only had 2 2-liter bottles of soda, which Chilled rectified by buying 2 more when he ordered pizza for us, which I'm very thankful for. So Yu-Gi-Oh night was a blast. Honestly, I just enjoy the socialization with people, and I can like follow the Yu-Gi-Oh talk pretty well, but I haven't really bought cards in a long time, so my strategies are not as fleshed out as everybody else's. What are you doing over there? Anyway, you might be wondering who I'm talking to right now. It's not Manatee. Manatee's right there. When I went to the park today, I discovered a lone mixed breed dog. Come here, buddy. I discovered a lone mixed breed dog just wandering around. And if you look closely, if I could pull him closer to me. Come here, buddy. It's upside down, but if I can get him to hold still. Hey, can you hold easy, buddy. His collar says adopt me. So wherever I found him in the park, the person whoever brought him to the park just abandoned him. So I was there at the park for a little while. I was going to try to bring him to like animal control or like something. I didn't know if I should put him in my car. I didn't know what I should do. This is the first time I've ever had to deal with something like this. So, oh boy, I think he and Manatee are about to have words again. He's not neutered as well. So he's been trying to, come on, buddy, up on the couch. There you go. He's been trying to hump Manatee a lot, and honestly, like it's kind of Manatee's fault because Manatee is the kind of dog who will always instigate play, no matter the dog, and then regret it later when they're finished playing and the other dog still wants to play. And that was no exception with this guy. I've been calling him Lummox because not on the couch, buddy. I've been trying to create ground rules for him, but I've also created double standards because Manatee is allowed on the couch, but I've been calling him Lummox. Lummox is not. Lummox, stay off the sofa. So everything animal control related, no. Everything animal control related was closed. Oh, don't you start, please. Everything animal control related was closed for the night, so I had to bring him home. And like for the most part, he's been pretty well behaved, but he keeps trying to go after Manatee because Manatee instigated play with him. And that's the one thing he's got to learn is that he can't go on the couch. So for the night, I am in possession of this mixed breed. Looks like he's got quite a bit in him. I see just off the bat, it looks like he's got some. No, buddy, that was Manatee going for the mic. He's got some retriever, some pit bull, and some. If you look at his back, he's got some ridgeback on there as well. But yeah, he's also not neutered, so that's gonna be a bit of an issue. And if Manatee can just not try to like instigate play with him, like this has also been like an hour of Manatee being done playing and Lummox still trying to go for him off the couch. And unfortunately, I did have to create that double standard of Manatee being allowed on the couch while Lummox is not. And that's mainly due to the fact that if Lummox follows Manatee under the couch, then Manatee doesn't have any safe places anymore. I think tonight should be fairly easy, though, so long as I can get Lummox to relax for the night. as well as Lummox. Hey, leave Manatee alone. Lummox, come here. Come here. As long as I can get, if I can teach Lummox that he's not allowed in the furniture, Manatee sleeps on the bed, so Lummox would sleep on the floor in my bedroom, Manatee would stay on the bed, and hopefully that would go well throughout the night. If it doesn't, then I have a spare bedroom that I guess Lummox could sleep in for the time being. But yeah, that's been my night. I wasn't sure what to do about this guy, and by the time I figured out what to do in terms of taking him to an animal center, it was already too late. Animal control only does pickups in Austin until 4:30. And my only other option was to just leave him at the park. So here we are with the current situation here, and hopefully he'll behave for the night, and hopefully he'll find a good home, because he's a good dog. And hopefully he'll be a bit of a better dog once he's neutered. Hey, I have to take care of this. It is Saturday, and man, what a day it's been. First off, had some issues with Lummox last night. Nothing about him being like vicious, but I tend to like over obsess over like things that I'm unfamiliar with. And having a second dog who is also a stray and unneutered and a completely different species than Manatee and a different temperament was a challenge. So I was kind of obsessing over that. He didn't like being in the bedroom. You know, I took him up there to try to get him to sleep. He didn't like being in the bedroom, so he ended up sleeping down here because the living area seemed to be where he was most comfortable. And which means I had to sleep on the couch because otherwise I'm sleeping on a concrete floor, and that is not good for you. Unfortunately, that end isn't long enough. Everything leading up to this L isn't long enough, and that side isn't long enough. So I was not very comfortable. However, I helped him. I helped Lummox. I almost forgot what I called the dog. It's not even his real name. I don't know what his previous owners called him. He didn't have any sort of like certification or anything on him. He wasn't even chipped when I went to bring him to the Austin Animal Center today, which I did. That morning, I was up fairly early, waiting on like phone calls and whatnot from various places, and actually a woman at Zilker Park. Who apparently, like, I got real lucky, like, for the random stranger I asked for help, because she was very knowledgeable on, like, dog rescue and things like that. And she's like, I know some people at Austin Pets Alive, and, like, these are the things that you should consider doing. Like, see if anybody could take Manatee for the night, so that way, in case you're afraid that Lummox might be too aggressive with him. All this advice that she was giving, and it was very sage advice. I greatly appreciated it because, like I said, very new situation here for me. But anyway, so yeah, the worst that he did, he peed on a rug, the rug underneath the kitchen table there, and I wouldn't say this is necessarily bad because Manatee was instigating him to play. But the worst he did in terms of that, in terms of getting violent, was play biting. And the reason I knew it was play biting was because Manatee was definitely going harder than Lummox was. And humping. He's unneutered, he's a dude, so yeah, humping. So yeah, there was that. But yeah, didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Woke up this morning trying to figure out what to do. Posted on a Facebook group about him. The admin for that Facebook group was an Austin, like, Lost and Found Pets thing. Gave me like all this information to work with, and she gave me her phone number. It's like, here, talk to me about, like, I'll give you the spiel about what to do with this kind of thing. It's like, okay, it's he's abandoned. So, and Austin Animal Center doesn't take like intake on weekends normally. So, I'd driven all the way down there, and like their intake center was closed. And it was like, oh, Saturdays and Sundays we don't do intake. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? But no, both the woman I ran to the park and the woman who was the administrator for the Austin Pets Lost and Found was very helpful. But yeah, I got down there. Some employees at the Austin Animal Center were walking by, and I was like, I need to drop off this dog. I can't keep him at my place because, there's a weight limit for the dogs I can keep, and he's clearly over that. And I have like another dog at home that like he might get along with, but I have no idea. Like, basically the house is not equipped for me to, also the house is just not equipped for me to have a second dog here.
Hi, buddy. And they were like, "Oh yeah, sure, we can get somebody for you." So they got somebody to help. He seemed a little bit upset that he had to do this on a weekend, but I feel like on the weekend with more people out, more people would be finding animals. So there were not nobody. Now Manatee's acting up. More people be out and about, so there'd be more chances for people to find stray dogs. That's real dumb of them, in my opinion, that they do that. But they made an exception for him because he wasn't just like a stray dog. He was abandoned. So, there was like the potential that he was, at least a little bit more civilized than, say, your average dog. I have no idea how long Lummox was out there for, by the way. Apparently a woman in that Facebook group also posted that, spotting Lummox, but no one can get near him. I was able to get near him, though. So that actually worked out pretty well in my favor in terms of like getting him the help he needed. But yeah, as of now, he's at least as far as I know, he's at not Austin Pets Alive, the Austin Animal Center. And from what I understand, he's going to be vaccinated, neutered, and processed for adoption. And they gave me his ID for at the center there. And I'm not sure how public I can be with that information. If it's something that I can share with you all, then when this video goes out, his ID will be along here. And if you want, and if you're in like the Austin area and you want to give Lummox a good home, then consider looking him up. From the day for the one day that I had him, what I could tell was very sweet. He wanted to be close to people. I wasn't allowing him up on the couch, but that did not stop him from trying. He tried to jump up onto the couch and just get right up next to me. Ooh, buddy, that sounded painful. What are you chewing on? I think he's chewing on his horn. But yeah, very timid. I think he is housebroken, but he just had that one accident in the house because he was nervous. He was good in the car. I think once he's neutered, I think he'll be a lot better with other dogs. When I was at Zilker Park with him, he wasn't aggressive towards them at all. And also, like, if you want to change his name from Lummox to something else, I didn't name his name isn't officially Lummox. That's something that I just kind of like came up with because he was a lot bigger than Manatee, and he had like I don't know why Lummox came to mind, but he was I guess it's just from his size, I guess. But yeah, if you do end up adopting him, you want to keep the name Lummox, then great. If you don't, then that's up to you. But he was a very sweet dog, strong. He was a very strong dog too. I'm pretty sure he was part pit bull. Anyway, in terms of what we got going on today after that, I took a long bath first of all, and then I took Manatee to get groomed, and I also bought a bunch of toys. I don't know if you could tell in the video, but there's a lot of like fluff on the ground and whatnot. Lummox chewed through like 3 tennis balls and the older version of this that I had, like the old one of those that I had. Strong jaws too. He needs he'll chew a lot. He didn't chew on any of the furniture, fortunately. He was at least trained in that regard. But he did chew on like a lot of toys. He was a big sweetheart, but I think he needs a bit of discipline to set him on the straight and narrow, so that way he's not like just like pulling you along on the leash. I think it was at least a year old though, so training might be a little bit difficult in that regard. And yeah, he chewed through a bunch of Manatee's toys. So I took Manatee to get groomed, and then we bought him a bunch of toys, including I don't know if I'm stepping on it. I bought him this. It's a little like octopus with like a squeaker on it, and he's had rapt attention for it. Yeah, he sees it. Hi, bud. You go, purple puss. There you go, purple puss. The legs on this are also like springy, so if like he chews on them, he can like pull them back and then like let him go. You want it? Go get it. That's one thing too. He was so last month when he had the infection, he lost a lot of hair. So his hair's kind of been growing in unevenly, and he's also been blowing his coat for the winter. So I think now is the perfect time to get him groomed. Just so, A, he's not shedding nearly as much. B, hi, buddy. Do you want me to throw it again? B, he's not shedding nearly as much. And C, I think it'll just make him more comfortable to be cleaner. I hit myself in the face with purple puss. Go get it. So yeah, it's been a one hell of a dog day weekend, that's for sure. And I think I also mentioned these on that hypoallergenic diet for now. I haven't been back to that neighbor's park in quite some time. I might take him there sometime soon. Maybe I'll wait a little bit because he just got groomed, and he tends to roll around a lot. Like, not really like roll around a lot, but when he gets chased, he'll end up like falling to the ground and rolling. And I don't want to like ruin what we just created here with this amazing dog. But he seems happy with his toys at the very least. I'll probably take him there when my mom is visiting next week. By the way, my mom is visiting next week, so you can look forward to that in the vlog. But yeah, upload a new Custom Smash episode today. And that's really everything I have going on right now. Tomorrow, I should probably record a bunch more Oblivion, because I was going to do that yesterday, but then we encountered Lummox. And I was going to do that today, but then I got like no sleep, and everything involving getting him to the Austin Animal Center ended up taking up most of my day. And I was going to stream today too, but that's out of the question. I'm exhausted. So tomorrow I'm probably going to record more Oblivion, then I'm going to be streaming Mario Party Superstars with Sab Irene, Jiggy, and Haruka Karibu. So that should be fun. We should look forward to that. Anyway, I'm going to go take not just a bath, but the biggest bath. You're not getting that bath though because you already took the biggest bath. Manatee. No one needs to see you chewing on your butt, buddy. Manatee. I think I've been in this exact same spot for every single time that I've filmed this. But anyway, it is Sunday. 1:30 in the morning on Monday. Haven't gone to bed yet, so it's Sunday. First off, we got little Doogie there. He's sleeping. Went to the park today just to try to burn off some energy. He's been a pretty good boy today. But anyway, Lummox's information is up on the Austin Animal Center website. And you may notice in the last clip I mentioned like where I was going to put the ID, and instead says link in the description. So look at the link down below, and you'll be able to see Lummox's information. I have no idea what the turnaround time is for getting a dog ready for adoption like that. But there's a good chance by the time this, if it's short, then there's a good chance by the time this vlog is up that Lummox will already have been adopted. So, you know, maybe that information will still be there, maybe it won't. I don't know why I've got this little curl right here. I like my hair at this length, but sometimes I get a little bit of the curlies going up there. But yeah, took Manji to the park today. Fixed some did some metadata stuff, like back end stuff with like YouTube, to get like an Oblivion episode up, and the Death Road to Canada stream I did the other day up. And then I streamed Mario Party Superstars with Sab Irene, Jiggy 11, and Haruka Karibu. And we streamed two games. One was Horrorland, and the other was Yoshi's Tropical Island. There we go. And those went well. If you want to know how those went, you can find those videos. Probably in the card. I probably put them in a card. So this side, right there. It's always a little bit weird when it's like mirrored like that, because what I'm looking at right now is a mirrored screen. So to me, I should be pointing up here for where the card should be, but that's not the case. It's over there. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I played as Donkey Kong because I've fully bought into the meme that I made, that Donkey Kong in Mario Party Superstars has retractable teeth. Yeah, I'm 100% on board with that. So Donkey Kong is my main in Mario Party Superstars, despite the fact that the characters have absolutely no difference aside from visual ones. There are a few things in that game where if you don't have where it can look like you're in more trouble because the character's bigger, but the hitbox is the same size. There's a dueling mini game where you have to swim through like an asteroid field. And Waluigi has a psychological disadvantage at that because he has the same size hitbox as the other characters, but his model is bigger, so it looks like he's going to hit more things. At any rate, though, we are done, and this is the first vlog of the month of November. So before we go, I'd like to give a big shout out to my patrons on Patreon for their continued support. Their names scrolling across the screen. Nope, the right, because I usually have them come in from the right side and scroll to the left. And again, the monitor is mirrored, so there they are right there. If you wish to become a patron on Patreon, link is in the description below or at the end of this video. Even anything as small as a $1 monthly contribution can be a great help, as that offsets the usage of ad block. That'd be very much appreciated. But for $5, get your name scrolling across the bottom of the screen in the credits. $10 monthly movie night, and $20 gets you a monthly game night, which there are only 2 of those left at the time of recording this vlog. But at the beginning of 2020, I'm going to be switching what the $20 reward is. I'm not entirely sure to what yet. I did go over that one thing where I was thinking that I could do videos or whatever of cooking where I take a list of ingredients that is recommended by the patrons, like the higher tier patrons, and then randomize them and pick 3 of those and then try to cook something edible out of that. That idea was inspired by things I've seen VTubers do. Or I think one of them made like a curry out of like potato chips and Coca-Cola or whatever. And like, I think it was like yuzu sauce and ketchup and mayonnaise. It's a whole thing, and apparently it tasted good. So, I might try something along those lines. I don't necessarily have a strong stomach, but I'll pretty much eat anything. As long as like I don't take the first bite and I'm like, ugh, then yeah, I'll be fine. Anywho, though, this has been an interesting week. Start off on the slow side because I kind of burnt myself out at the end of last month. So the beginning of this month was kind of like resting and whatnot. And then it kind of picked up, and then I found Lummox. I rescued Lummox, got him the care that he needed, and ended off with Mario Party, and sleepy dog. With that, though, I will see you all next week. Manatee. Oh, you sleepy buddy. You ready for bed? Wanna go outside? See you all next time. Later.